Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. As traditional Indiana auto towns like Muncie and Marion appear to be accelerating job and in some cases population losses, the city of Kokomo is showing an increase in population. In fact, a Bloomberg analysis shows Kokomo with the third best job gains of the past decade in the entire country. Meantime, IU Kokomo continues to be the fastest growing of all IU campuses. The Howard County city is investing in its downtown, creating a nightlife. It's opened new trails, parks, and luxury apartments. And the man at the forefront of this resurgence is Mayor Greg Goodnight, and he joins us now in studio with more. Mayor is always welcome.
Thank you.
Kokomo is a traditional auto town, like so many in Indiana. What makes Kokomo, what's the secret sauce here? You have a lot going on, a lot of investment downtown, and things going well.
Well, there is a lot going on, and it's a team effort. I think a lot of it has to do with the strategic investments we've made with public money. Our private businesses, our large employers and such have kind of doubled down and stuck with Kokomo and invested. And then our institutions like Indiana University Kokomo and our local school systems have really put together a quality product for our young people too.
Talk about it, because you and others there have made a very intentional decision to invest and reinvest in quality of place issues, a ballpark downtown, some downtown residential, parks, trails, a number of things, those softer things that we hear from economic developers around the country are so important now. I imagine you've gotten pushback. It hasn't been easy maybe to get those things through.
There always is pushback, and I talk to some of my colleagues throughout the state, and it's kind of the same everywhere. People change. There's a little bit of a growing pain with that, but people eventually, I think, embrace it. And I try to tell people in Kokomo, we're trying to do the best we can for our current residents, but also make strategic investments for our future residents.
You're looking at the Riverfront apartment complex, high-end apartment living in downtown Kokomo. I mentioned the ballpark. Also diversity in terms of the types of economic development projects, Green Cube's technology. Andy Mark Robotics, which I think is an interesting story. Again, diversifying the economy and a company that distributes product in a lot of places.
Yeah, distributes to over 70 countries right out of Kokomo. They are a big supplier for the robotics industry, and they too they've made, this is their second expansion in less than 7 years.
Wow. And as you look at companies like Andy Mark and those companies that depend so much on talent and the ability to get top talent, I know that's a big piece of this strategy.
It is. That's probably the biggest piece. We all know that it's all about talent attraction, and that relates to quality of place. That's exactly what we're trying to do, create the best place for people to live. And I think it's happening, and it's working.
Well, let's talk about that, because one of the things that really stuck out to me, because we hear about the troubles and the challenges in those traditional, older manufacturing towns, the population, slight, but still the population is ticked up here in the last year or so in Kokomo.
That's right. It is. It's been creeping up slowly, defying the predictions that were made by some very credible sources. And it's a little different than some of our peer cities across the state of Indiana and really across the Midwest.
What's next? You've had a lot happen here in the last few years. As you look at what it will take to continue momentum in Kokomo.
Sure, we have a few projects in the pipeline. Some may come to fruition, some may not. I explain economic development. It's not always about the slam dunks and the things that make the highlight reel. A lot of it's just the being focused. It's playing good ball, good defense, passing the ball, and being maybe not as exciting, but it's those things we have to do. So we're really continue to focus on working on cleaning up blighted areas, working on our thoroughfares, investing in our city parks, and really making it just a place that everyone could be proud of.
And as we were talking off camera as we wrap up, there's a nightlife now.
There is,
in Kokomo.
Yeah, there's a few years ago we passed a riverfront liquor license program, and we've had a lot of local businesses take advantage of that. So it's a destination area, no different than a Mass Ave or a Broad Ripple type of place. So we're very proud of that.
Very good. Kokomo Mayor Greg Goodnight, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on all of the development. I know we'll be following more in the future.
Thank you very much.
All right.